This week on Republic Underground News, we will be concentrating on the attempt of the Nigerian government to victimize frontliners of the End SARS protest. The protest was calling for an end to police brutality throughout the country. After a tragic incident on the 20th of October 2020, where the military opened fire on Nigerian protesters over a curfew violation at the Lekki toll gate, an order was released by the Central Bank of Nigeria on the 5th of November 2020, instructing banks to freeze the accounts of 20 protesters as Exhibit A for a period of 180 days pending the outcome of an ongoing investigation. Today, we will be interviewing one of the persons affected by this order. His name is Louis Mulu, the 16th name on the court order released by the Central Bank of Nigeria.
The only thing I ever did wrong was to peacefully protest against police brutality in Nigeria.
How do you feel about your personal accounts being frozen by the Central Bank of Nigeria?
I feel hurt. I feel victimized. I feel targeted. I feel bad. I feel terrible.
Why do you think you were singled out? Why was your name added to the list?
I have no idea why it was added, but from my findings, I think it was because of the fact that I was a frontliner of the NSAS protest in Warri, Delta State, and also because I received funds to aid the NSAS protests.
Because we've heard reports that the government singled out those who they think had political agendas against them and were using the NSAS protest to want to overthrow the current government.
Why would anybody even think of overthrowing a legitimately elected government? That was not what the NSAS was all about. We had one clear agenda to end police brutality in Nigeria. That was the cry. That was the shout of millions of youths all over the world. We didn't try to topple any government.
But the government obviously felt threatened by the protest. Why do you think they felt that way?
Because for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the youth came together in unity without any leaders, without any political agenda, to cry, to beg, to plead for a common cause. It has never happened before. It has never happened before. So they were bewildered. They were thrown off their seats. They didn't imagine it. So it was not something the phantom in a million years could happen, but it happened.
So do you think that the government has more in store for those who were frontliners like yourself in this NSAS protest? Do you think it will go beyond freezing of your accounts?
Oh, well, we've had passports rescinded. We've had our names on travel ban lists. We've had other frontliners being picked up from their homes and arrested and taken to FCIIG in Abuja. We've had protesters being arrested in Abuja and Osun State. So I think they'll go beyond this. I think they'll go beyond it.
What are the protesters, the frontliners being singled out? What are they actually being accused of?
First of all, when the whole protest started, we made it clear we had no leaders. We had no leaders. That was it. We only had strong voices who came out to stand, to shout, to speak. And I think the federal government is thinking those people who came out to shout, to speak, who have strong voices are actually the leaders. So they are singling out these frontliners as the leaders of the NSAS protest, and it's a mistake they are doing.
So now that your account has been frozen, as a family man, how has that affected your family?
Adversely. Very, very adversely. I can't get to do stuff. I can't get to play my daddy role, and it's quite annoying. You can't get to buy diapers, for example. And it's not because you don't have money, because your account is frozen and you can't get to access the funds in your account. And it's quite sad. It's a sad one.
So if you were to make a passionate appeal to the Nigerian government at this point, what would it be?
Please, stop haunting us. We are not here to topple your government. Just give us what we want. Attend to our demand. 5 plain demands. It's very simple. Reform the police, increase police salary, fund the police very well. Let every person who has suffered from police brutality and oppression, every family who have lost a member to police brutality, let them be compensated. And then let every erring police officer be brought to book. Every one of them who is found guilty, let them face the court and then they be brought to book. It's simple. 5, just attend to it and stop haunting us.
Are you concerned for your safety?
Every Nigerian should be concerned for their safety. We have bandits overrunning the northern states, the northeastern states. We have terrorists taking over Borno and Katsina and other states. We have the federal SAS unit oppressing, looting, extorting, raping, killing our people down here in the south. So every Nigerian should be scared for their safety. I should be concerned for my safety. I only came out to protest. The people who got shot at Lekki, they came out to protest and then they got shot. They were killed. So I should be concerned. For them to have singled me out to put me on a travel ban list and to have frozen my bank account, it means I should be scared for my safety.
Have you received any threats, any form of threat?
Countless calls from unknown numbers.
Can you share with us what at least one of them said, one of the calls you received?
So you people think you can carry out your protest and try to take over the government, right? Don't worry, we are coming for you. Menacing.
With the clapback that you have just experienced, would you do this all over again?
1,000,000 times over again, I'll do it. I'll speak up for Nigeria. I'll speak up for the youth. I'll speak up against police brutality. I think the police, the force was created to protect us, and they've become our terror. So why wouldn't I want to speak up? 1,000,000 times I'll do it again.
So if you were to address people like yourself that have been singled out in this season for participating in the peaceful protest, what would you say to them?
Don't break your spirit. Don't give up hope. El Dorado is very close, and we can see it. We've brought the world to our feet. We've brought the world's attention to us. The federal government finally is listening because they know that this Sorosoke's generation is not going anywhere. So don't give up hope.
Thank you for joining us in African News on Republic Underground.
Thank you very much for having me.